All right, chat. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. First day to the week, finishing it off strong with a small green day. We're going to cover the trades of the day. I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. If you did not, don't be emotional. Okay, go back over that trade. Where did you go wrong? Identify. Let's master this skill. Anything you want, you can get, and you will get it. Put in the work. Put in the time, baby. There's a lot of opportunity. Sadly, started off with a good note. Bad news. Layoffs are coming just one after another, and it's coming in hot, okay? 6 rate cuts. Sounds like the market might have been right for the first time in quite some time, guys. Let's get right into it, all right? Earnings, UAL. Let's cover the markets first. Let me go back just 1 minute here. So, the overall broad markets, guys, you can see here today we're kind of regaining a little bit of last week. As you guys saw last week, the majority of the market last week from energy, healthcare, banks kind of flat. We were about flat to down, and then technology was held the markets up, primarily semiconductors. You guys saw that move, right? Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple making a strong recovery, and Apple very strong today. We're going to cover both trades from today. We're going to cover the news, and literally as I talked, as I was typing this out, Tencent laying off as well. So it seems like this is just a storm that is a brewing, and we're going to get Powell. We have Powell in I think a week or two. So let's get right into it, guys. UAL, starting off with earnings. All right, UAL reported earnings. Let's go into it. I hate that I have to click on that. So UAL has had actually decent earnings, but they're guiding down a bit, or they're saying that the first quarter they're going to have a pullback. So let's read it here, guys. And again, stay focused. There's a ton of opportunity. You're going to see it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot going on. It's a great time to be alive. If you're new here, welcome. Hit that like button. Subscribe. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Are you coming or are you not? I know you're coming, and the door is open. Hop on in, baby. Let's go. All right, UAL. Forecast first quarter loss due to FAA grounding of the BA 737 MAX 9 planes. Adjusted loss between 35 to 85 cents a share for the first 3 months of the year is what they are expecting for Q1. That's Q1. They're expecting, you see what I was talking about earlier when let's see if companies are trying to guide down their earnings just a bit, and if they succeed, that's a positive for them. It's the time to do it. All right, depending on what they feel. Again, every sector is going to be different. Every CEOs are different. It's all on their game plan. So, UAL fourth quarter net income of $600 million, which was down 29% from last year's Q4. Revenue $13.63 billion, up 10% from this time last year. Adjusted earnings per share was $2 versus an expected $1.69. Total revenue $13.6 versus $13.5 expected. Beat somewhat of a small guide down for first quarter. You see that they're up on that news. They hit their target of $10 to $12 a share full year adjusted earnings for 2024. Adjusted earnings between $9 to $11, which would be Q1, is that expectation there. All right, so that's UAL. Let's talk about what I think. We're stuck right now in between this 50-day moving average, which is the red box, the 100-day moving average. UAL, I want to see if UAL can pull back and hold this pivot high. I would more so like to see it hold the 50-day, this level more so than anything else. All right, because this is going to give you that we're going to be able to not necessarily front run, but it's going to tell us depending on where we open. We could open below. You'll notice a lot of these names, like some of the airlines and stuff, they don't really open up like Tesla and start trading very early and stuff. But we'll see where they open up tomorrow. Holding the 50-day right now, and we're just sandwiched in between. And at least from our experience and my experience, you know what happens when we're stuck between two major moving averages. You should get a nice move to either side, whether it's to the upside or downside. We have a gap fill up here at this gray box. If the market decides that we can get through this 100-day moving average and hold it, we have a minor level here at $42. We get above 42, you're getting into a bit of resistance up here at 42.50, but then you enter the gap fill. All right, that gap fill is around 42.59, roughly 44.06, 44 flat. All right, so that's UAL. Let's go to the next one. Zion Bank did actually really well. All right, and it's no wonder that they did. So another regional bank that so far is faring okay. Zion beat estimated earnings by 31%. EPS of 1.3 versus a 99 cents. $1.30 versus 99 cents EPS. Revenue was down $142 million from this time last year. Q4 net interest income $583 million. Quarter over quarter, customer deposit growth of $1.7 billion. That is big, guys. This here is big. Quarter over quarter, customer deposit growth of $1.7 billion. That's nice. And you're seeing the stock act in such a way. Loan growth, $0.9 billion, just under $1 billion. And this is from Harris H. Simmons, the chairman CEO, stating that credit quality of loan portfolio net charge of ratio of 0.6. Classified loans moderately increased during the quarter. Where can you look for opportunity to benefit from this? So far, you can use Zion, right? You can use Zion, and here's the play, right? You continue to hold 43. Look to see if you get to the top end of this $45, it's like 45, 46 area, right? You got a bit of a, somewhat of a double top here, but you can see lower highs. Is this just going to be a lower high? You can see we're already rejecting 44 flat, taking profits. Bank term lending program is coming to an end. So are they going to take their profits ahead of these? Let's see what we have a lot more regionals that reported that aren't as big as Zion or talked about, but we'll still continue to get some more regionals. We'll have we had a lot that I'm not really going to cover because they weren't that major. So Zion will stick with it. How would I play this? I would either play Zion depending on the liquidity, or what you guys already know, one of my favorite ETFs is KRE. This is a really nice ETF that is liquid. I love everything about it. You can see here a nice break and retest of this prior support here. And that would be the low of day today, which held at 51.50. Okay, 51.50 held. Let's see. Are we going to get ourselves to the top end of this range of 53 to 53.50? All right, it's a range up here. All right, can we start marching ourselves up to this area? All right, that's what I'm going to be looking for and seeing if we're able to do so. If we get up there and we feel like we're a bit overdone, you know, you start to see a little bit of an increase in selling. At least these are the things that I'm going to look for. And then maybe you get the reversal up there and look for a short, you know, $1, $1.50, $2. Really nice trading here. I like this ETF. All right, it's really nice, right? It's a $50 stock for anyone that likes low volatility. This is right up your alley. Low volatility, lots of liquidity, makes for a good day. You know, depending on your if you're a seasoned trader or not, or just getting into it. And I always try to stress, I do not tell you guys what to do, but I always try to drill it in anyone that's starting out or just is failing. Go to these type of names. If you want to make money, if you understand the basics, if you at least want to save yourself money. I'm not going to say you're going to make money because I don't know how you trade. I don't know what you know. I don't know how you look at the markets, if you actually can read a chart, okay? Because I can tell you right now that I feel like I'd have to see where we open, but it feels a little bit overdone. I would have to do a little bit of work to tell you what I think this is going to do, to give you my thoughts. I don't know, but I could look at the chart. I could use a few different things and it's telling us a story. So again, this is also going to depict on what other earnings come out as well. So that's what you'll also have to look out for. All right, so that was the two big ones of this afternoon. UAL and Zion Bank. So pretty good beats there. Again, UAL guiding down just a little bit. Zion doing well. I don't know if I was able to get... They're saying that they're okay, but I don't think we really gave any clear guidance. So I could go back and look. If you guys want to look into it, look into it. Google search will help you out a lot. We have a lot of earnings tomorrow. We have a lot. We're going to cover them. If you don't know, we trade right here on this channel live Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4. I am going to start coming on in a timely manner so you guys know when I come on. I was thinking to myself today, there's a lot that I've been doing. I'm like, you know what? Stop. You got to be on, you got to put on a time so you guys know when I'm going to be on and when I'm not going to be on. Clear as day, all right? I'm here to try and help save you guys money, try to give you guys ideas that are stuff that's going on in the market, because there is so much opportunity to be taking advantage of. All right, I wish you guys would join us. If you have questions, go ahead, participate and ask. That's the only way you're going to learn. And guess what? You're going to do someone else a favor, because someone else is probably wondering the same question that you have. So with that said, join us tomorrow live right here, 7:30 to 4. I'll be on a little bit earlier because we have a lot of earnings. Let's cover them. If you could, we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. This is where we're driving to. Hop on in, come with us. Solid stuff here. Again, starting this week off, green. If you were with us, you could have taken advantage of these 2 trades that we put on. 3 and even 1 we called out yesterday. We probably called out 2 yesterday, but we'll get into that in just a minute. Earnings, okay. Tomorrow, Verizon, Raytheon, Lockheed. So you're going to start getting defensive names coming out here. Procter & Gamble, GE, Halliburton. Look at energy. Look at XOM, Oxy, that whole sector, okay? See how Halliburton does, and see how the others in the sector, if you do a little FinViz, right? Get up on your little FinViz right here. Energy, right? You see all these names, right? Exxon, Chevron, oil and gas, right? Oxy, COP, oil, and One Oak, right? So all these. Here's Halliburton, oil and gas, okay? They were up today 1.35%. Look at SLB, right? SLB is Schlumberger. Got that Schlumberger, bruh. Sound like a McDonald's sandwich or something. Burger King, BKR, Burger King, Baker Hughes. They have earnings tomorrow. So, but it's after hours as well. Baker Hughes tomorrow. So look how Halliburton does. See what the rest of the group does. All right. These are trade ideas. You see Halliburton selling off, but the other ones are still staying up at highs. The market, you start seeing energy start to rise a little bit, and Halliburton's just chilling because they didn't do so well, or they do well, and that brings the entire that whole entire sector up. We will see. J&J is next. 3M. You guys remember the sell-off? They had a whole, I guess, big ordeal with the ear things for the military, which is sad. And just they tried to. I'm sure 3M tried to do what they could do and did not mean to harm anyone. So. I guess they weren't that soundproof. I don't know what the case was because I cannot remember, but they were down big. We're going to talk about all these. D.R. Horton, real estate. Okay, we have a lot. Ericsson and Invesco. All right. The Invesco triple Qs. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about this. Netflix, Texas Instruments, more semiconductors, Intuitive Surgical, Steel Dynamics, Stride, Baker Hughes, CNI, East West Bank, NBT Bank. We have more regionals that are going to be coming out. Renaissance Bank, Triumph, West Banco. See how these, pay attention to see how these banks start to, what are they raising or lowering guidance? What are their thoughts? What's going on? Who's the leader? Who's the laggard? And what sectors are leading and what's lagging? That's what I'm doing. It's a lot of work. I know, baby. Hit that thumb up, subscribe. I love y'all. Let's Let's do it. Dude, nothing is stopping us. Nothing is stopping you. Nothing is stopping me. Let's go. Let's get it. This is a great time to. I cannot stress how great of a time it is to be alive because of the amount of opportunity that we have. Be thankful. I'm thankful. If you had a bad day, again, listen, go back. The only way that you can fulfill yourself with some type of happiness to get out of that, go back, put in the work and say, you know what? You're going to feel good because you're going to at least be proud of yourself for going back. What did you do wrong? What do you need to fix? Do you need to ask me a question, right? I may not be able to give you the answer, but I can guarantee you if it's about trading, I got the answer for you. If it's anything else outside of trading, I'll send you to the guy or girl that has it. All right? Steve, not sure if you're here. So that was Bloomberg. I'm just kidding. Anyway. All right. So that was earnings. And again, tomorrow, join us right here live, Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 4, free 99. Just hit the like button and subscribe. That's all we ask. And we get to 1,000 subscribers, I can shut up and stop saying that. We will cover the earnings, we'll cover the levels, and we'll cover how I am going to play it. If you guys want to also, have ideas, please throw them out. We're all here to eat, baby. All right. It is a good feeling when you have a great day or a great week, and there's a line behind you at the grocery store, and you're going to, or at whatever little store you're at getting gas, and there's a old lady behind you. You pay for her coffee and her gas. It's a real good feeling. Let's get up on it. All right. Let's not do it for us, but let's do it for the people around us. All right. And ourselves. All right. But more importantly, spread the blessings, baby. Spread the blessings. The first blessing is that like and sub. All right, that's the last I'm talking about that. So we have a lot more tomorrow. We'll cover the levels. We'll give our thoughts as they come out. All right, data. The Bank of Japan interest rate decision. So they're expected to remain unchanged. It may have just came out. BOJ maintains 10-year JGB yield target at about 0%. Unchanged, like we thought. But big news, all right? They are thinking, the economists are expecting April and July to possibly be the raising, is the time when they start to raise. Possibly. There is supposed to be a new workforce, a labor market, something deal for employees. I don't know how Japan works, guys. I'm not a huge economist when it comes to some of that stuff, but I am going to do my work on that because I would like to know, because it sounds like they operate in a manner that I'd like to know about. We did get some news after hours. All right, Netflix. The film chief, Scott Stuber, will be stepping down to leave and start a new company. Earnings after the bell tomorrow. Let's talk about Netflix. We talked about it the other night, but we'll bring it up again. Netflix. And my cat, FNL, NFLX. My cat's going to want to go out of the room, and the door is shut. So you guys have to give me 2 seconds. Here is the elevator music. Oh, she mad at me. She wants to play. But anyway, so Netflix, guys, we talked about this. What you guys know my plan, okay? 495, 500. It's going to be hard to just break this level, but we're going to need earnings to get through it. We gave you guys the levels the other night, and I'll cover them again real quick. Look at this major support level that we have up here waiting, even if they have good earnings, okay? Better than expected, guide higher, all that fun stuff. I mean, it's winter time, maybe like next quarter. You could see with the snowstorms we've been getting, maybe they're going to expect people to, like, watch hours go up. We'll see what they say. I don't know. Gap fill up here at 508, but we get above 500. Look for 505 or 550. I'm sorry, 550. But again, guys, this 500 level, 499, 500, this is a major level. This is a major level right here. So I would pay attention to this level. We'll be trading it. All right. And again, this isn't until tomorrow afternoon. So you can see it's already been acting as resistance. Now this line here, I need to make this a dotted line because that's the gap fill. So I know the gap fill and all that fun stuff. That the gap here, all right, that gap there has been filled. So You get up to 500 and you hold 500, guys. Look for, you have a lot of overhead resistance up at 550. This thing may or may not just go to 550 depending on how the earnings goes. All right, we have been on this uptrend. Look at this. We could look for, if it's bad, look for the break of the 50-day, and then we'll use the 50-day area as a resistance point if they're bad, and we'll look to take this thing back down to 450. Okay, I don't know, right? What if it's just so bad that not only this gap right here gets filled, but they take back 2-3 months worth, and you see this thing back down below 450, or at least, on its way back to the 100-day. It's not going to do it in one time, but you guys know what I'm saying. So that's Netflix right now, putting in a wedge, putting in a serious wedge right now. We'll see what's to come. We're going to see what's to come with Netflix. All right, that's Netflix. We got a lot to cover real quick. I'm trying to hurry, guys. Let's see here. Here we are. Layoffs. Sadly, I'm sorry to say it. And again, as I type this, Tencent came out. Riot Games said it's cutting 11%, roughly 530 jobs. All right. Ford, Google, Wayfair, Macy's, Amazon, Cloudflare. The list goes on, and they have just been coming out rampant. Even talks about restructuring, and far and wide. Haven't listed every single one, but it seems like it's here. I'm going to start watching for these labor numbers to start ticking up. This is not just going to be all at once. It's going to take a few months. It could be until the end of summer. They're not just going to get rid of people just like, all right, you're gone. At least I don't know. Okay, I can't tell you what they are going to do and what they're not going to do. But layoffs are here, and I'm sorry, but guess what? The first thing to getting past it is knowing how to get around it and how to handle it. Okay, learn a new skill. So if something does happen to you, you have something, out there that you can lean on, right? Ubers and trading and whatever it is. There's a lot of opportunity out here. Learn how to do this skill, and you can take it with you for the rest of your life. All right. I promise to you guys, I will only give you guys information that I truly believed could help you, but it's up to you to perform and be able to execute. That's the hard part. All right. Well, the hard part is getting your emotions out of the game. All right. I had 2 green trades today. All right. We're going to cover them. Let's keep going with the news. I think, the Fed started to talk dovish. I thought it was the banks, but maybe they got wind of the CEO saying, all right, we're going to be probably laying off very soon. There's a lot going on with I think it's the Red Sea, or I'll just say the Middle East with the Houthis. There were more strikes today. When the market closed, Bloomberg was reporting that there were more strikes on the Houthis. So there's still that issue, okay? There's still supply issues because of that, right? Materials, look at Tesla. Tesla is still down on its lows, which they do have earnings, and we'll cover them tomorrow. Macy's, okay? They rejected the $5.8 billion buyout today, or yesterday, or last night, or this morning, sometime today. China, big news in the China market. Seems like the China is going to bring forth a rescue plan. All right, they're dealing with deflation, housing issues. All right, they're coming to the rescue of the markets. Okay, things are down bad over there. Plays. Let's talk about the plays. I messed myself up today by accident. Beautiful trades today, guys. Beautiful. I'm gonna clap it up for you guys that were here. Guys, like this stream, subscribe. We're coming in, and we're coming in hot. All right. The days of having to pay $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to get an education and trade live and this and that, wrong. Guess what? Join us tomorrow morning. Trade live with us. Come up with some ideas. Talk amongst yourselves with me. We're building a good trading group over here with a solid foundation of risk management first, finding the opportunity, taking that opportunity in a decent low volatility manner, and being able to withstand the very few losses and understanding how this game works and sticking to the rules and just making some goddamn money, baby. So, Boeing is up to its 200-day moving average right now. You can see on a daily chart. This morning, let's talk about this trade. This morning, we got long very quick, guys. I was on this thing right out the gate on the long side. All right, I was noticing that there was we're in an uptrend, number one. I dumbed it down. You came out of the gates with a double bottom here. All right, we had a double bottom, and then we started to hold previous highs up at that resistance. All right, after this sell-off, what do you guys see here? All right, this is important. We have a few technical setups here. All right, we have a double bottom, 1, 2. All right, and what do you have on this pullback? The volume did increase a little bit, but it's a low volume pullback for the most part. Okay, or this was, yeah, right here. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. All right, we literally got long right here, right on the 200-day moving average, because that teal box is the daily 200-day moving average. Now, I haven't looked just yet. Maybe I have, and I'll have to look again. But anyway, it doesn't matter because we took the trade. That's all irrelevant. So what I was going to say, though, is watch your weekly moving averages, guys. Just make sure that the weekly moving average, like 50 weekly moving average, isn't right there, or 100. Like, just go through the timeline to make sure that daily and weekly, like, you have some clearance. So we literally got long here. All right, it puts in a double bottoms, and we start to get our extension. All right, so what I did was, all right, I can give you guys the timestamps, but I'd have to log in. It's going to take me a little while, guys. It's all fully recorded right here on this channel. So I had a little mishap today. So what I did was I put out my limit order, okay? And what happened was when I put out my limit order, I put it out, and I did not understand that whether it was I had a lot going on with my computer. Exactly, baby. Exactly. Tell them, NASCAR. I hope you're doing well tonight. So I ended up putting out the limit order, and what happened was, guys, this thing, it would just tick up. Let's just say like this 214.70, and it would tick up to like 215. It would go like a 25, 30-cent increment, and those options would fly. So from me not really trading Boeing that much, or it was the today or my something. See, it was either Boeing. I blame it because I did not trade Boeing that much, and I should have just been like waiting and market ordering. I should have looked through the level 2 and kind of got an idea, but I didn't expect that. I always manage my risk because I know how much I'm going to make or how much I'm going to lose when I get in a trade. But when this thing moved and those options went from like $1.60 to like $1.80, like on like a tick on a 1 minute, 3 minute, when you guys join us right here live Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4, you'll see this. Okay, this is what you'll see: 3 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, 15-minute daily. So it paid a lot, and I got filled on my limit order. And what happened is I noticed it. Okay, we started to tick up, and the options really jumped, and I was like, shoot. So literally at the same exact time that I'm trying to bump my order up, it fills me. I was so close to getting that order up higher, but this trade here, guys, was just beautifully executed. Literally, this was our entry was down here at the 9 EMA, right? It was right there. Sorry. Again, tomorrow, if you're that concerned, you can do one of two things, all right? You can go to the live stream that's on here and look for yourself, okay, for when we called it out, all right? Because I told you guys what I was looking for, all right? Was this 9 EMA, all right? That was our entry point. That was our entry point. Because I'm going to know pretty quickly. Look at this low volume pullback. You guys see that? See that low volume pullback? And that's what gave me the confidence, okay, to take that trade. Look at that low volume pullback to hold it. And I know that this candle, yes, it has a little bit of selling in there. I know that they're trying to bring this thing down, all right? This is not a stock that has a lot of good things going for it right now. So me fighting the trend, but we did have an area of resistance that I thought we could get to, and I think it was a gap fill. Let me see here. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Okay, let's go to a 15-minute chart here. Let me go back here, 15-minute chart. Where are we at? I'm going to make this quick so you guys can, because I have some more ideas for you. Right here, you guys see this gap fill? See that gap fill right here? Up at like 217. So that was the plan, was to get up to the gap and then start seeing if we're making progress to at least get up to the 50-day moving average. And during the day, I talked about how as this thing starts to go up, depending on how fast or slow it goes up, that 50-day up here, this red box, the 50-day moving average, is going to start coming down. It goes up, it hits it. It's either going to reject it or whatever. And they should meet possibly right here, right? I expect the 50-day and Boeing to possibly, I just want to see, I'm not expecting because I got to do the work. I haven't looked yet, but 224, 225. Let's see if the 50-day is going to work itself down and they both meet and we possibly either get a rejection or a hold. But we took the long right off the belt. It paid nice, and I did not know that, so that was my fault. So I'm going to take that with me and not let that happen again, and understand that I know when I am going to be doing like limit orders out, that I know how these things are going to work, right? When I trade stocks that I don't trade on a daily basis or, have an idea on how they trade, I need to know, because that really messed me up. All right, it didn't mess me up as far as red. I had a nice green trade on this. It wasn't nothing to go crazy about. It was probably 20%, right? Something like that. I'll have to go back and look. The second trade. Well, you guys have known about this one because I've been telling you guys we've been trading it. Join us. Get in on it. All right? It's as easy as that. We took the short. We took literally, I will pull up my brokerage. You guys can go look at the live stream if you guys want me to. But, guys, we literally took that thing right there. Right there. We took it. I messed up on this one. I didn't mess up on it. Here is how I'm going about my week. I am using these minor trades, right? My position size is down a little bit because I am waiting for Netflix, Tesla, okay, these airliners, these banks. I'm waiting for the big boys to report earnings. I'm waiting for PCE. I'm waiting for GDP data that I think we get this week. Durable goods, initial jobless claims, the other one that I'm waiting for, GDP. So I'm waiting, semiconductors, guys. So I'm kind of waiting for the days where the opportunity is really there and I get intel. My plan is to trade later in the week. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting some capital up to be able to, help me get through this. And these trades are to also build my confidence up to get me in those trades and knock them out and throw out A+ home runs, guys. I want another triple-digit gain this week. I want one, and I'm going to fucking get it if it offers it to me. All right? This is how you guys got to start acting and wanting and just whatever you got to do. If you got to get hype, if you got to get mad, whatever it is, don't get too emotional. Stay focused. Know your levels. Know the sentiment. Know what data is coming out in case there's something going on that you are not seeing and you get a move. Something comes out at 10 o'clock, whether it's overseas or here, just know what's going on. Okay, and remember, news can always hit the tape at any time, any minute. Have orders out to get out in case the worst happens. The worst thing you can do is let a green trade go red. I have been very not lucky, I'm sorry, that's not the word. I've been very fortunate that I know how to do this because I have not had that done in a while. So, 2 green trades today. I think I got out of, here's what happened. I think I got out, I'll have to look at the time. I think I got out on this extension lower, like right as this thing started to extend. So, why I got out a little bit early on JP Morgan was because of what it is that I'm doing. Okay, and what that is I am doing the get some money for later in the week to kind of like put a little bit of risk there, like I've earned the right to take the risk, but more so to just get some capital up under my belt, get that confidence under my belt so I can walk up out of the house. All right, so that's what I'm doing. We gave you guys this short. Guys, this was beautiful. I think I forget what our entry was. We were in I think the 170s or the 172s, guys. I forget because I traded Boeing. I'll have to look. But it's all fully recorded right here on this channel. You can join us tomorrow morning. So we took this short again. Look at this. It's been giving you this huge move. You could have gotten a nearly 100% trade out of this. Nearly. I think it was like 70 cents. My entry was 71 cents on this trade. And we can go look real quick and see, is this still it? This might still be it here. 170s. This is JP Morgan. I think we did the 172.50s, guys. I can log in really quickly. It'll take me 1 second. All right, let me log in real quick. And let's see what... I'll give you guys the timestamp and everything, even though it's fully recorded, because I am curious which ones I called out for us. All right, I gotta spell it right first. All right, I'm curious, so I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. All right, it's so important to learn this skill because especially this time right now that we're in, the opportunity is just insane. It's insane, guys. I cannot explain it to you. I really can't. All right, so let's see here. All right, JP Morgan, 170 put. What time did we enter that? 10:50 a.m. We entered that. Let me make sure that's an entry. All right, let's make sure that's an entry. Let's make sure that's an entry. That is an entry. Hold on. Yeah. Wait, did I trade this? How many times? Okay, hold on. There's multiple orders here. So, yeah, my execution was 70 cents. All right, this was taken at 10:39 a.m. What do we have here? 10:39 a.m. So it was this one. All right, sorry. I want to make sure everything is correct that I gave to you guys. Literally, we took this right when you could have not timed it any better, in my opinion. All right, I guess you could have. You could have got the highs right there. 10:39. That's us, baby. Right there on that candle. All right, that's us right there, 10:39. And I gave you guys this out prior because as this thing pulled back, as it's going higher, I'm stating, guys, that I'm on the bounce back. I'm getting short. Bounce back. I'm getting short. This is where I want to get short. Like I communicate to you guys. All right, so what happens here is this is 10:39. Now, what started to happen and why I exited this trade? And guys, I didn't even know I traded this twice or as many times. I think it's because I have multiple orders and I must have taken them out separate times is probably what it was. And also maybe limit ordering too. I did limit order pretty well on this and it took me out. So, I do like to do that so I can stay in the trade and I can easily move it. Again, if you're new and not experienced with that kind of stuff, please do not limit order or I can't tell you what to do, guys. I'm sorry. But just you know, understand what it is you're doing because I don't want you guys to lose money. That's just what I'm saying. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, don't do it. Please have respect for your money because if you don't have respect for it, someone else will. Here's what I'm getting at. The SPY, the S&P 500. Look at how the SPY, all right, let's go look at the SPY. 1030, right? Okay, so 1030, the SPY is already where, guys? Pre-market lows, all right? And this is at 1030, 1036. It's at pre-market lows, okay? Pre-market lows, mind you. All right, now go to JP Morgan. Okay, and we'll look at 1030 and see where JP Morgan's at and how it's reacting. All right, 1030. So 1030, it's still up here. So do you guys see here what I'm doing? So what I'm doing is if I'm going to go short, right, at 1030, let's go back to the SPY. You see how the SPY is already at initial morning lows, right? And it's giving you these candles. Like, look at this. Bang, bang, right? Well, JP Morgan wasn't doing that, all right? And I'm not stupid. I'm understanding my game plan. And my game plan is get some money up under the belt. More importantly, get the confidence. It's not about the money. I'm going to leave that out because these are smaller trades that I'm putting on. Get the confidence under your belt, and you're going to have some extra risk to back you up, all right? So there's all kinds of ways to trade the markets. So JP Morgan did not have this weakness, right? JP Morgan didn't have the weakness. So I stayed in the trade. My limit orders were hit. All right. My limit orders were hit. It was probably like right around here because I said my target was initial morning highs. Okay. Where's that? That's right here. That was the target. That was my exit. Right here as we're going into it. All right. As we're going into it, I got some limit orders and they're, I'm getting them in there. And then as it's going down, I didn't have to move it, but I will move it to start getting some profit taking. JP Morgan's still above pre-market highs, and it did not move like the SPY was. So I'm like, okay, and I care about you guys. So when you guys see me trade, and I say this all the time, do not trade what I trade because you will lose money. All right, just disclaimer. Okay, you guys got to make your own decisions. I'm letting you know what I'm doing. That's it. I'm just telling you guys what it is that I'm doing. You want to follow, that's completely up to you. But I am not liable for anything that happens to you or if you lose money. I go on a bad streak and you want to follow somebody, I hope you know how to manage your money. Okay, because I do. My losses will be smaller than my wins. I promise. Okay. That was JP Morgan. So Boeing, I left a lot on the table. That was my own fault. I did not have time to get out of those. I was in the middle of moving my order higher because I started to notice that the payment on these every, 25, 30 cents, that it was actually going a lot higher than I anticipated. So I really cut myself short there. But it's all good. This was a huge... Just getting this extension on Boeing, we literally nailed it. Right here was the entry. Literally, right as it's going into these highs, we got long. And it put in that double top. And look at that move. Bang. That was a trade right there. You could have been done for the day. Right? Could have been done for the day. But, so those were my two trades. I'll work on that. No big deal, right? Now I know. This is sometimes how you have to learn. Like when you trade something, you don't trade for a while and it moves in a certain manner. Sometimes it's like that. You just got to learn. So what else do we have on the list? NASCAR, it's good to see you, man. Let's see here. SGMT, baby. SGMT Rolex. I need me a new Rolex. Was strong, but should bring some momentum. $5 to $10. Why is this up? Yes, exactly. I'm with you, bro. 5 to 10. Hopefully away from 5 to 10. Yes. See, and hopefully away from 5 cent to 10 cent stocks. Yeah. Day trading is a skill, and it is a skill just like any sport or anything you do in life. There are things that you have to practice, or you should, or you're not going to get good at it. Do you know how many times I just sat and practiced and didn't worry about making money on doing things like limit orders and like entries and level 2 and like there's just so much. Right? There's so much you can do. You'll never be perfect. You'll have your good days, you'll have your bad days. But at the end of the day, if you learn this skill and keep it simple, guys, I'm telling you guys, you can change your life, you can change your family's lives. The market is the greatest equalizer. It really is. Unlike real estate, if you don't have your 15, 10, 20% down, you don't have to worry about that because the market has your back. All right. If you want to buy assets and you want to be able to get into a place that makes some money and actually provides an educational format, join us below. Just like and subscribe is all we ask, right? I give you guys all of the information that I see. I have Squawk Box. I call out my trades in advance. I give you guys my targets, right? JP Morgan. I said, guys, I'm getting short JP Morgan on the bounce back because I want to at least see if we can take this to the initial morning highs. And that's exactly where it went, plus a hell of a lot more. All right, there's a lot of things that I can't really just go into right now. There's just a lot I could talk about. I could sit here for hours. All right, so that's that. Like, share, subscribe, guys, if you guys have a friend or family member. And what it would also do is help someone else find us that would like to be here, okay? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would like to be in a group of traders and trade with other individuals, and they just don't know about us. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Please comment down below I want to know, how did you do today? What are you going to work on this week? What do you want to get out of this week? Are you going back over your trades? I hope you are. So what do you want to get out of this week? How was your day? Please let me know down below in the comment section, baby. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early. Let's go, guys. The time is now. Take the step up. Be a champ. Stay focused. Master the skill. And knock out some trades. Get these home runs. Get that confidence. Whatever, I'm just going on a tangent here. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should have wrote it down on the list. Nope, that's not what we do here. All right, guys, have a great night. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the likes, the subs. I appreciate every one of you. You guys keep liking and subscribing. We get to 1,000 subscribers. You guys will not hear me say it as much as you are right now. I love you guys. Have a great night. We'll see you bright and early right here on this channel.